Okay, I wanted to make another video. I don't know if I'm gonna post this because just not that confident in myself, I guess, to feel like what I'm gonna say is worthwhile. But I just felt like talking. And I'm oh my god. So I've seen two things in the past week that have related so much to the first video I made about dating up and sex work and stuff. And it's the Wizard Liz and her scandal or the cheating scandal with her boyfriend, and also Sirens. And they both validated me so much. And I've been thinking a lot about me and guys and the relationship guys I've had in my life. Um, and I think I made the right choice in going celibate, and I'm gonna continue to do that because I am a romantic person, and I was very I guess naive or idealistic, and I really thought that the perfect relationship was within my reach, and that I would just find someone who I really liked, and they would really like me, and it would just be good, which doesn't even sound that romantic or idealistic, but if you compare it to what's actually happened in my life, where it's a guy just wants me for my body, and then I don't nothing happens beyond that. The disparity is there, and I'm not naive anymore, so it's funny. I never really understood those people who were oh, guys go after young girls because young girls are more naive and they won't see through guys' tricks and blah blah blah. I honestly thought that they were just bitter, but I don't know. Sometimes dealing with guys makes you bitter. Um, so I'm celibate. I mean, honestly, probably for the rest of my life. And I feel like God works everything out for our good. And I feel like in the time when I gained weight, and I'm slowly losing it, but it really showed me I think I when I would see a guy react to the way I looked, it felt like he was reacting to me. Which makes sense because it's you're there and this guy is reacting to you, so it feels oh, you're getting your reaction. But it wasn't really me because if you gain weight, that reaction goes away, but you're still there. So I definitely have a much more grounded view on getting attention from guys. It used to mean a lot to me, and now I'm I don't care. You're not really reacting to me. I happen to be born with cheekbones that look a certain way. I know I look chopped on camera, but I'm just saying when I get attention from guys in real life, I don't take it seriously anymore. Which I think is a lot healthier than my relationship used to be. But I think the Wizard Liz is another extremely beautiful woman. Not saying I'm really beautiful. But she's a very beautiful woman, and I think she also internalized the message hey, you're beautiful, you can get a rich guy, get a rich guy, that's gonna be your I mean, I have sympathy for her because I think it's kind of the Prince Charming message that we hear. And then you can have this beautiful life. And I'm sure she also wanted a rich guy that she liked. And I think when she found a rich guy who was also young, not I don't find him attractive, but not ugly, she was okay, this is good enough. But I could have told you that that relationship was destined to fail because again, like she was really like I didn't watch her content that much, but from what I can understand, like she was also preaching this message of like get a rich guy, like your self worth is in a rich guy, and it's like no, like don't give the message that like you're more valuable because a rich guy is into you. That's not how you prove your value. Like you do have value, you have innate value, but that doesn't like it's putting like rich guys on a pedestal and it's not right. And also, I'm sorry, their relationship looked like so fake. Like I don't. Some people were like, "Oh, like she was so into him, she was so in love with him." Like when I would see, when I saw clips or videos of them on TikTok, like she was forcing it, and I think she was probably like maybe like lying to herself too. Like I kind of want to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that, and not just think she's just like cold, like calculated, like I'm gonna lie to your face about how much I like you. She was forcing it, honestly. Like, and Landon was also leading with his money. Like both of his exes said that, and that's gonna lead to not a good relationship and to like resentment. So I was like, it's in. That's literally like what Landon said. He was like, it's a fake relationship, and that's what it looked like. Like it didn't look like two people who had genuine chemistry. It looked like two people. Landon was there. He put his money as a thing to hook the girl. He knows that the girl is into him for his money. On some level, he knows that that's not good for their relationship, and that's gonna, it doesn't like breed the same like loyalty as two people who just naturally have chemistry. But Liz thought that like her knowing her worth translated into getting that. I don't know if she uses the word high value. Again, I don't watch her content that much, but it, like translates into her getting a rich guy, and it didn't work out. And again, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know. I mean, I'm like really curious about guys' psychology because it does seem like there's like this inability to like stay loyal. There's also some other stuff that happened to me like in real life recently that also kind of made me want to be celibate. Um, but yeah, it just doesn't seem like even having a baby on the way like inspires loyalty to. I don't know. I'm also seeing a lot of like celibate or misandrous content on my TikTok, and I didn't think I'd be in this position. Like I remember my brother asked me, he was like, "Do people call you like a pick me?" But I was just like, I don't know. I just believed like in like guys' goodness, but then oh my god, I've just been like mulling over all my interactions with guys and like how shitty they all were. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to put my feet on the ground a little bit. As much as I love like living in my head and be like, this is the reality of who guys have been like in my life, which is okay. Like I'm grateful to God for strengthening me to the point where I don't need like guy validation to feel okay. Like my validation comes from God, and He has been validating me hella because I'm in a situation where I have to face all my worst fears of like how boring and awkward I am. Not that I'm not like a boring person, but I can't like lead conversations. So I seem boring when you talk to me. But God can like take all of that and use it to strengthen you because He is like turning me into someone who can be okay with their flaws and like accept yourself and not need to be a certain way to feel like she's enough. Which I think is also kind of tied to the whole celibate thing. Like, hey, you don't need these guys. Like you don't need to have this like guy be attracted to feel like you're enough. I feel like that's something that Wizard Liz struggled with. And me and her kind of had similar backgrounds where we both had dads who were like abusive. I'm estranged. I think we're both estranged from our dads, and I think for both of us, it was like a fantasy of like, oh, well, if I can get this male figure in my life to really like want me, then I'll be enough, you know. And so again, I understand her, like, but I think she just placed her value in the wrong thing. She placed it in rich guys, and that's not a good idea. But yeah, like I don't need to get the guy to be enough. And then, so that's what I wanted to talk about because I was so like, I was like, oh my god, this is literally exactly what I was talking about. And now it seems like she might be staying with him. I don't, I don't think she should not stay with him because he cheated. Like, I think there's more nuance to life than that, especially if there's a baby on the way. But I do think, like, they just have no chemistry as a couple, and she should get someone who she genuinely feels excited about being with if she gets anyone else at all. That's my opinion on that. And then the other thing that I watched was Sirens, but I I talked enough. I just wanted to say my thoughts on Wizard Liz.